my loyal subjects, it has been too long since the Book of Humps hath been opened, since the spa of tortured souls hath been opened, since my mouth hath been opened, since the floodgates of the blood of mine enemies hath been opened. Welcome, one and all, to the Emperor's Dilemma, featuring me, Emperor Scottimius, 8th and a half of his name. What kind of emperor is he? He does not recall. But he shall check. Oh, yes, of course, yes. 8 was the count. Oh, 9. 9 is possible too. 5 is right out. Welcome and many happy returns to you, O faithful of mine, the Emperor's delightful acolytes and advisors. With my wand of invisibility, my scepter, rather, that was a test, you passed, I can cast my will upon mine friends, mine enemies, mine allies, and mine servants. Will I grace you with one of your enlightened grins and winks? Of course, Jonathan, anything to help my friends and neighbors. Gillard Good, I appreciate the comment. I appreciate the recommendation. The wealth of the kingdom needs be used for the welfare of the people unless it is be decreed otherwise. My accoutrements, however, are not something for which I would spend kingdom budget on. You see, my accoutrements are simple, plain. They speak to my humanity as an emperor, as a man of the people. They speak not to strange, gilded crowns. They speak not to dazzling capes. They speak not to besequined and bejeweled pants. They speak only to me being of the people and to the blood of mine enemies. It doth drape the other shoulder. Ah, yes, the crosshair speaks truth, and we shall discover what our lives have become. It has been... Oh, it is here! The elapsed reigns 9. Does that mean this is the 9th or the 10th? We shall call this the 9th of my name. We shall find out. It is important for us to know from whence we come, so that we know to whence we must go. So saith the Book of Humps. Let us not forget, over time, over many generations, my forebearers, forefathers, fathers, and dirty old grandfathers hath had made many preparations. The Marquis of Cran, the Mark of Cran, the Duchy of Cran, whatever we rule over at this point. I like to think of it as the seat of the kingdom's power. That's how I think of it. We have made many preparations, my family and I. Preparations for time to come where there may be tumult in the kingdom of Ankist. Let us see what we have done. Researching Libra's geology, the terrain around the capital of Ankist. This is good. We know the ground on which we stand is solid. We know how exactly to undermine it, if necessary. We have imported some red cacti, food for our soldiers. Yum yum, eat that spiny goodness. We have built some tunnels underground, allowing for the secret movement of people, resources, and possibly the odd rave. Catacomb rave at my place. Come and see the Emperor's catacomb rave! We have researched the castle's security. We have imported the hydrocrystallophone in all its incredible glory, and embroidered officers' names on their uniforms. Frankly, this one is not a preparation. This is but a no-brainer. What is the point in having junior officers if you cannot shout their names at the top of your lungs? These are all of the preparations that we have made. They provide us with many coins. And some even provide us with some prestige and crave. Ah! Pugajutsu. welcome. Mine advisor of entertainment. What are your thoughts on the existence of the apocryphal Gospel of Fergie? Fukujutsu. Apocryphal or nay? The Gospel of Fergie bringeth unto the masses promises of shaking humps and lumps, and thus the Emperor declareth that it is good. So saith the Emperor. In process... Oh, of course. Ah, excellent. And the Crosshair reporteth that Seth the Merchant has a new item for sale. Thick, long, baton-shaped rolls of dough, with the main spice being dill. Excuse me. This is not even a loaf of bread seasoned with rosemary, but simply a thick hunk of dough seasoned with dill, the weediest of all herbs. I would put Seth to death were I not intrigued by these dildos. Crosshair, you have already taken the liberty of bringing 3 to my room. Excellent. I shall most likely require another 3 tomorrow once these have been consumed. Filthy. The Emperor's reign continueth to be filthy! Right. Now, we also have some preparations in progress. I believe my father began the majority of these. The investigation of the organization known as the Black Dawn. Building a royal treasure room, something the family of the Hump hath been striding for many generations. It will yield us much money. Building a warning beacon tower, and building a pantry for food. This, whilst we hoard our wealth, we will not hoard our food. Sloppy Joes for all! Alright. And we have much more to do, but we lack the prestige or the crave to undertake any more preparations at the moment. Now, let us not forget, my father, or perhaps his father, I now have forgotten. I believe it was his father. No, I believe it was my father. Perhaps it was his. Conquered another kingdom, indeed, led the forces of Ankist to a smashing victory against the people to the north. They came to conquer, well, we provoked them by hiring one of their ex-warlords, fomenting a rebellion. They came to conquer, and we destroyed them in reverse? What? From behind? What are you on about? Zenrobo asks, the details of my headwear, of course, Zenrobo. Ye, of the costuming. Ye, the organization. Ye, of all and many talents. This headpiece was provided to me, not by my father, not by his father, but by my father's 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 father. Many, many generations ago. It was fashioned by his own hand, hence the homemadedness of it. He took a simple headband, worn to keep the hair out of the face during cooking, leisure, and other activities. He wrapped it in the foil made of tin, the mines of tin, from the south, far to the south, and he saith, look upon this, a headpiece worthy of an emperor of the people. Yes, Crosshair, this is correct. We, after spilling the blood of so many innocents in the destruction of the people to the north, I could not then also fathom the notion of turning blood into gold. This witchcraft, it would cost too many lives, and frankly, I would much rather eat the rich than have the rich eat me, if you understand my drift. I'm not sure I do. One of my ancestors was a greedy bottom. At any rate. Exactly, Zenrobo. This has been crafted not simply to elevate my form, but to elevate while also remaining close to the common people. They look to me and they say, I could have made that, O foolish king. And then I say, off with your head, I am no fool. Now, Kron still has secondary goals. Things that I am not sure we will be able... I'm not sure we will be able to accomplish, but we shall try. We shall try to recruit into the army people of Natar. Strange, seedy criminal town now, since we have moved many there. And we need to institute a vigilante force. This time may have passed, but we hope. I have many friends. Nope, I have one friend. I have 2 friends on council, Bloodin and Dualak, ex-allies. We've been close to these porcupines for many, many years. Close to these prickly fiends. Now, also on the council, the House of Twerk. My apologies. The House of Twerk. We do not know what they wish to accomplish. The House of Solad, recently added. And of course, the House of Allwed. We have discovered that they are attempting to foster society equality in the kingdom. This could stand. I have no issue with this necessarily. However, we do not seem to be on their good side. Pork from Turk. They do indeed, Zenrobo, make the most delicious game boar. I have but one friend. Let us remind ourselves. Here we are. This was the great conquering of the Ankali. At great cost in civilian lives, the Torcan fighters managed to exploit their numbers and prevent the Ankali from crossing the spiky bridge. When elite units from the Mark of Kran join the battle, the offensive forces of the Ankali are defeated. We launch a counter-offensive, successfully besiege the Crimson Keep, and we now rule over the Ankali, their mountains, and their rich deposits of red iron. We have forged a new red iron crown as a symbol of our victory and of our house's ultimate supremacy. There are also the Truth Keeper. Oh, I had forgotten the most badass of things! I shall return to this momentarily. I shall return to this! We have also made an enemy of one Celestina, strange sister who has created a cult known as the Sisters of the Unending. Ah, the minor fire at the laboratory. Of course, the Crosshair. Lives were lost, but drugs were gained. Now, Sister Celestina has been kidnapping young women to do something to them, perhaps utilize their blood in some sort of strange necromancy. We recently discovered a dead corpse was wandering Libra, and then she exhibited great strength. It would appear that these so-called Hollow Maidens are all over the kingdom. We are going to have to do something in regards to them. I'm not sure what as of yet. This threat may be one of the greatest we have ever faced. Yes, and then this is far to the... Oh no, not far to the south. This is to the west. The people of Muir infected our kingdom with the strange gray wheat, creating these ashers. People with marks on their bodies. However, we chose not to push the ashers to the edges of society. They proved themselves seers of the highest capacity. And thus, even the Librarian Chancellor is an asher. So, knowledge. I say not knowledge above all, although House Verity would say so. Although knowledge has knowledge has directed us well. Golden Temple was found far to the south, and the ruins of the Golden Temple shall be hammered down to create much, much wealth. And we have destroyed some knowledge in the process. You see, House Verity, it is not knowledge above all. Sometimes it is wealth above knowledge to prevent that knowledge from falling into the wrong hands. However, speaking of knowledge above all, a band of truth keepers, religious zealots, have started looking for a witch, Isadora, who we did not send a squad after. We let her fly far to the east, and she has left us strange... we traded for her freedom, her writings, strange experiments, a far scope. No, this is the Divine Recall. This is something else. Intoxicating vapors from mushrooms. And, holy shit, the Steam Giant. Oh my. House Verity, please. These nuts shall be served at the council meeting. You need not worry. Excellent. The Steam Giant. I am very excited about this. Ah, yes, an opportunist. I seek opportunity as best I can. We gain crave for every resource in the lower half of the track. Since my father did so much for the kingdom while pursuing his house's goals, he has allowed for me to seize for myself the best possible opportunities. The preparations are already in motion. We need not prepare any further for now. We need only seize our opportunities. If I can move morale down slightly and knowledge down a little further, we shall have much crave. Much crave. Children of the night, children of the night. Divine oblivion. Oh, I want to know of the steam giant. All right. Ooh, the Seer Society. We have not yet enough gold to be able to, unfortunately, to be able to purchase another dilemma. However, we shall do what we can. Ooh, the Crimson War. Where shall we head to next? Oh. Oh my goodness. Excellent, the crosshair. Perfect. I would like this cooked dill dough to be perfectly baked for mine pleasure. Thank you. The Seer Society. Something I would like to know more of. Please, Royal Librarian, tell me more. A rich Asher named Sevet recently attempted to murder a foreign dignitary. Oh, dude. You're going to give the Ashers a bad name. And I bop thee on the head for thy troubles. He claims to have acted in self-defense because he had a vision of being killed by the dignitary in the future. Well, now that is interesting. How can we believe you? We must believe that these visions are real, but does it give you the right to murder a dignitary because you believe that they will come to kill you? If you know they are coming to kill you, perhaps you should simply prepare yourself for that eventuality. Do we hold Sevet accountable? I believe the answer is yes. Ooh, interesting. Many members of the council believe we should not hold Sevet accountable. Very interesting. If we do not, we shall make sure that our, what is this, influence remains low, so I can seize the opportunity. Our balance tracker, our stability is already a little low. We must be careful. Perhaps I shall be able to raise welfare in the near future. I have some power. I could overrule this result. I do tend to believe the crosshair that this is correct. I would not like to set a precedent. Oh dear. Oh, Fukujutsu, please. A trend has sparked on TikTok, implying the new dildos are best enjoyed with ribs. Excellent, Fukujutsu. Monitor this TikTok carefully. I have no issue with the House of Torque. They fought bravely. Many casualties were suffered at the hands of the Ankali, because we did not wish to surrender. However, if they seize control of all media in the kingdom, I shall be wearing their blue jeans and singing their pop songs in no time, perhaps even doing their dance moves. One must be careful. Had Sevet not acted, he would be dead, apparently. We shall see. The kingdom of Sidlada is not pleased, but given their rather weak economy and army, few bother to listen to their complaints. Oh no! What are you going to do to us, Sidlada? I'm so scared! Following Sevet's successful claim of preemptive self-defense, such claims become a common excuse for crimes. Fine. I knew this would happen. Ooh, we must raise something. Stat! Alright. Welfare. Welfare must increase. Yes. Yes. We must increase our welfare if we are to continue to survive this reign. The huge amounts of gold imported from the temple are having an unexpected side effect. Uh-oh. With so much gold around, the price of goods and services is greatly inflated. I do so hate inflation outside of the bedroom. What cost 1 gold coin now costs 10 or more. The poor cannot afford to buy food. Well, this is ludicrous. We must have a great gala, a galloping gala, where we shall serve all forms of hummus. There must be much hummus. Do we redistribute part of the gold to ease the effects of inflation? Of course. I am nothing if not generous and wise. Perhaps not socialist, but generous and wise, certainly. Of course, of course. Oh no, the House Dualoc doesn't redistribute the gold. What's wrong, Dualoc? Excuse me. Of course. Distributing gold to the population brings some relief to the poor. People are happy to be gifted gold, even if their purchasing power is not increased much compared to before. We must try to reduce the cost of goods if we can. Ooh. Gold is more valuable in foreign countries, so many decide to emigrate. Damn. A negative modifier to welfare. This is not good. Ooh. And we are now slightly outside of the track. All right. We can afford to raise our influence so as to tank something else. Interesting. Ooh, clammy pier. Ugh. We still have a few dilemmas to go before the king may potentially die. Yes, I think so, the crosshair. I believe it is time. I must know what is going to happen at this golden temple. Some miners have been caught stealing gold from the temple. Oh dear. I can only hope they were doing it to perhaps feed their families. They say strange voices from below the temple compelled them to do it. But when I hear a strange voice from below, I always do what it says. I always do what it says. Yes. No. Come now. This is ridiculous. The first judge says even the smallest criminal behavior must still be punished, even if we have such a huge amount of gold. But the Tribune believes their story and asks us to forgive them. Perhaps we could investigate their story before sentencing them to death. Why would we not investigate first? Why must I decide? Oh, how strange. Do we punish the ex-miners? Strange voices tell you to do something if a strange voice told you to jump off a bridge. Would you? Don't think so. I am sorry, ex-miners, now thieves. All of this gold is for use in the kingdom of Ankist. You must be punished. We have their heads buried under the sand so they can better hear the alleged voices from below that compelled them to steal. Yikes, I thought they were going to get a slap on the wrist, proverbially speaking. The site manager is satisfied, but people believe the voices are stirring. Excellent. I must adhere to the guidance of the strange voices in pursuit of keeping it real. Bruh, I call to thee from below to exhort you to keep it real. For how else am I to pull off a 1080 gnarly? The grave is real. We must decrease our knowledge. I do not like that I must decrease knowledge, but we must. This must be done. Or perhaps our welfare. Oh. This is good. This I think will be simple. The steam giant. The strange device made of steel, powered by steam. It is being used to help plow fields and grind wheat. Our farmers are relying heavily on its services at this point, but the High Commander feels it could be put to better use. Ruh-roh. How about knocking out those little beeps over in Sidlada? I kid. Do we shift the use of Steam Giant from agrarian to military? Bring that knowledge down. Bring that knowledge down. Ah, the Lord of Entertainment commands. I shall do my best, Bukujutsu. Now, I do not wish, of course, to shift. I do not wish to shift the use of the Steam Giant from agrarian to military. However, I am seeking opportunity. Keeping things the same, while it would aid the welfare of the people, it is perhaps passing up an opportunity that we may need. I am sorry to some of my allies and some of my enemies. I will overrule the Porky no los Duos. I shall overrule the will of the council on this, in this moment. The machine is sent to the armory with deep regret among the starving population. But it is for, all together now, the greater good. The towering presence of the steam giant alone is enough to dissuade all but the most organized military forces from hostile enterprise. This is good. This is good. The only true enemy we had would be the Ankali, the greater goo. Our influence is very high. The king lives. Long live the king. The king shall soon be overthrown. Long live the king. Knowledge must decrease. But welfare could increase if we needed to. Oh dear. Oh dear. I am sorry, the steam giant. I must claim as much... I must claim as much crave as possible. Following the many discoveries allowed by Isidora's exceptional mind, the wise and learned think that knowledge can answer all questions, spiritual ones included. Okay. Sounds like someone didn't read their Philosophy 101. Spirituality and science... Some say they are two sides of the same coin. They both seek to explain the world, although different facets of it. Science seeks to explain the questions that can be answered. Spirituality seeks to explain those that cannot. Those that can be measured versus those that cannot. That's why many are surprised when a lost book written by Isidora called The Secrets of the Soul is found in the Royal Library. Press X to doubt. Ooh, look at this book I found in the library. It says it's written here by Plato Isidora. It contains revolutionary theories on the fundamental union between matter and spirit. So much so, the rector questions the book's authenticity. It is not impossible, of course, that Isidora would have said something to this effect before. However, I do not believe it to necessarily be true. Spirit, mind, and body are related, but not the same. This is a good point, Gilletgood. The current cult has been raising the undead. This is, a breakaway sect, to be sure. However, I'm not happy about it. No, we are to keep it real. Do we accept it as legit? So many eyes. This will be my last act. Duolock and I stand in lockstep, duo lockstep, if you will. It's the House of Duolock, duo lockstep. I must override the will of the council once more. Vote no. Knowledge decreased, to be sure. However, we end with much crave. I think we'll just be 1, 2, 3, perhaps? I shall make many enemies. But I think this is what we shall do. The secrets of the soul can be nothing else but a forgery, a pathetic attempt by the cult to stop the rampant hegemony of natural knowledge. The fake is burnt, and scholars will continue to have exclusive access to Isidora's works. Ultimately granted exclusive access to Isidora's works, after the destruction of fake studies, our scholars become increasingly obsessed with the material knowledge of the body, disregarding all spiritual concerns. Okay. I feel like religious scholars perhaps should study knowledge of the spirit. This is fine. They build a great hospital in Ferris as a place to mend the body and sharpen the mind. Medical arts progress faster than ever before. You're welcome. In pursuit of the knowledge, we must do some harm in order to do no harm. Some people claim their feverish attention towards the cures of the body lacks in providing comfort to the spirit. Allow me to tell you some of the wisdom passed down to me from many generations of humps before. Many humps. It's like a desert back in my family tree. Hilly dunes, doesn't matter. There will always be pain of the spirit. Such is the nature of human existence. The human body grows old. It becomes pained, it becomes creaky. It can be oiled, it can be maintained, and it can be pleasured. The spirit, however, there will always be some degree of suffering as we seek our true purpose. Wow. Ooh, the eclipse cometh. The eclipse cometh. Ooh, and we got some chaos or something. Oh, so close. This is fine. It is fine. Medicine, but no psychology. Medicine, but no spiritual psychology? The king was dethroned. Fine. Right. 5 crave, 1, every time. Prestige. Not bad. My son ascends to become Emperor Scottimius X. The Xth, if you will. He shall have to do something that will pursue great prestige for our people, despite all of the possibilities of negative modifiers. The king is dethroned, the people de la sold. Ah, my son, there is much you need to know. Ooh, we could be moderate. This would be good. I think this would be very good. This would be good. We do want more crave if we can help it. Perhaps we shall be opulent then. Oh, we are so close to greedy as well. And that would give us... But I need not crave at this moment. My son, come here, come hither. I took advantage of all the opportunities presented to me. Ah, Gillid good. I shall pronounce my son the opulent Emperor Scottimius Shy, Emperor Scottimius the 10th, Emperor Scottimius X. And I say unto thee that X gon' give it ya. Ah. I have to actually. Ah. Excellent. My name is Emperor Scottimius X, and I believe in the opulence of the people of Ankist and his bride, X2. What have we done? I need to see what has come to fruition. Ah, the investigation of the Black Dawn. Excellent. This will provide us with interest. Oh, you found a lost book by Isadora about steam-powered lighting systems, steamy braziers. You left it at the Royal Private Library. Excellent, the crosshair. Make sure there are a few privacy screens there. I desire some private opulence. And we have built the Royal Treasure Room. Excellent. Oh, we have so much money. We need not be greedy. We can be we can choose to spend our money in a great show of what we are capable. Oh, I could add a Vulture's Legion. Perhaps I should. What was... Oh, interesting. Ah, we needed the hydrocrystallophone to be able to manage these people affected by the Scarlet Hunger. Very effective to scare the enemy, but not easy to manage and move around. Will provide us with some gold. It is possible, the crosshair. I do not know. I feel like it will not provide... It would most likely come from a dilemma, but I am not sure. Bukujutsu. If you want something, you must decide for it to be. Visualize, then execute, as they say. See the word savage as a verb. See it in your mind, and then go out and savage the population until they believe it in their heart of hearts. What was I to say? Yes, I believe we shall hold on to our crave for now. I shall amass some prestige, and once we have done so, my son will be able to spend it as he sees fit. Perhaps renovate the plaza, the castle, or perhaps study, reinforce walls. Wine and diplomacy! Now this sounds like something my son is going to do. We have much, much money. I could form an alliance. I could also remove one of my enemies from the council. This may be a good idea, potentially. I wish to have as many allies as I can on the council. Removing Torque, of course, would cost much money, seeing as they are currently my active enemy. Solad was only recently joined, but they are at odds with House Duolock. Perhaps they should be removed from the council. And I can take... who could I take on instead? Gamam. They could war with Torque. Yes. Excellent, yes. It makes not much difference. I shall hold on to my money for now. Money, I believe, will be useful, in purchasing some of these dilemmas that are required. Now, let us not forget. Quantity over quality. Why have one word when many word do trick? Why have one feast when many feast make happy? If I can put all of these resources in the upper half of the track, we shall be opulent indeed. If thou hath a dilemma, hark, I'll resolve it. Behold mine hook, whilst the DJ doth revolve it. Excellent. Let us take on these eerie rumors. I wish to destroy this Celestina, if possible. And I must spend money to do so. Muffled cries are heard at night in the lands around the monastery of Lorraine, scaring the locals. The people of the nearby Urch village are organizing vigilante patrols. Let us not forget, we must train a vigilante force? Support a vigilante force? I can't remember the verb. This is fine. Untrained weapon-wielding people roaming at night may cause many accidents, or many happy little accidents, as court artist Bobbeth Rotheth once said. Do we ban the self-proclaimed patrols in the lands around Lorraine? Oh, God! What? I did not turn that light up. Who did this? Oh, my God. Who hath done this? Give me but a moment. Oh, for fuck's sake. Thank you. Good Lord. Why hath my light changed intensities? For no reason? This is an excellent point, Bukujutsu. Allow me to try. Excuse me, my stentorian secretary hath had a small accident, but all is well. Excellent. Bukujutsu, allow me to take on your challenge. The long-necked Kenneth, he really giraffed that one man. Excellent. At any rate, do we ban the self-proclaimed patrols? Hell no, baby! Ooh, the welfare decreaseth. But if we were to ban them, then how can we have vigilante patrols? I want power! No, Pukujutsu, much with voice. Yes, exactly, Gillid Good. My father worked to create opportunities galore. He hath around every corner small surprise parties for me. Oh, goodness. My coaster doth stick to mine can. Excellent, Gillid Good. We begin with something that may hurt some, but it is for the greater good, the good of many more. These vigilante groups will report back to us. They will tell us whether they've seen the Sister Celestina. Ta-ha! And I believe this, perhaps, will get us that power back, even. Many fall victim to the unwanted attentions of the unruly rabble. Oh, weird old ladies living in solitude. Oh, no. Oh, oh my goodness gracious. This is all right, Elizabeth. I am glad. Nope, you know, I need not say it. This is fine. I am happy that none of your devices have been destroyed. Oh. The Natarian Vigilantes successfully expanded into a proper guild. Well. Despite its excesses, it does offer some comfort to the population. Oh, those Natarian Vigilantes, they're so extra. Well, we shall take this positive boon to morale, even as it apparently hurts others. Now give me mind power. I said give me mind power. Yes! Institute of Vigilante Force! Oh, baby! How can I claim this? How can I claim this power? Tranquility only in death! The mark of Kron shall be successful. We have done it! Excellent work, everyone. Ooh, we must raise our welfare back. This is very important. However, I also must pay 3 coin to keep these goddamn truth keepers out. Ah, but I shall wait for this. This I shall wait for. Oh, excellent, Gilladgood. This does indeed make sense. Spend power now, get power later. So saith the Book of Humps. I must not allow welfare to fall further. We can drop influence, probably. But I must keep this for later, for after we have raised the balance slightly of the kingdom, I shall then perhaps need to drop influence slightly. We shall see. Children of the Night. Yes, tell me more about these Children of the Night. Ooh! Interesting. An angry mob from Libra claims to have captured a Hollow Maiden, and they are building a pyre to burn her. Yikes. Have we decided if she is, or simply just someone who looks a little gaunt? Is it one of the goth kids? One must check. Are all of the goth kids at lunch? Someone check, please. The girl's vehement protests cause some to question their claim, as Hollow Maidens have always been silent. I may be an emperor, but I am no fool. This does not seem a Hollow Maiden to me. Do we prevent the angry mob from burning the alleged Hollow Maiden? I'd like to say aye. Let us see what will happen. Interesting. Very interesting. Do we prevent the angry mob from burning the alleged Hollow Maiden? I do not wish to burn the alleged Hollow Maiden. Exactly, the crosshair. You already got a mob! Well, Mom, can we have a mob? We have a mob at home. The mob at home. Natar Vigilantes. They've unionized. Congratulations, Natar. Excellent work. I do wish to increase morale. However, I'm not sure I wish to do it at the expense of the life of something that may not be a zombie. I do not feel good about this. I wish to keep power. I think I will still have enough power, and I can still flip a vote with the amount of coin that I have. I could flip the vote now and keep the power later. Yes. Yes, this is what we shall do. We shall flip a vote now. Oh, and then we will not be able to flip votes at all in the future. I will have spent 8 gold. We shall be down to 6. Why does it cost more gold to flip Duolock here? Strange. Well, of course the crosshair. I am not my father's father's father. I am also not doing this in service of, you know, the honor and glory of my house. It's completely different. If I were to flip, let me think about this for a moment. If I were not to flip, it would cost me 2 of my 7 remaining power. I would have 5 power remaining. That would still be enough to change the course of 1 vote. Yes, and I shall save my gold to purchase the council on something else that may be even more important. Very good, the crosshair. Yes. Do we prevent the angry mob? Aye! The city guard takes custody of the alleged Hollow Maiden. When our scholars inspect her, she is just revealed to be regular, sick, emaciated, homeless orphan named Elda. Ah, oh, Gilladgood, this is not good. I did not realize that my alliance could be... what's the word I'm looking for? So costly. We have avoided a terrible mistake. To prevent further gross mistakes, a scholar named Gemina created an illustrated guide so that even illiterate simpletons, hey, how dare you, Those illiterate simpletons have voted for me. Oh, wait. They haven't voted for me. Never mind. They can discern deadly hollow maidens from helpless, miserable girls. Excellent! Positive knowledge! Aye! Hooray! Okay. We must still raise our welfare. This is ridiculous. We can dump another stat if necessary. Aha! Now influence can be decreased somewhat, if necessary. So let us do this. I wish to spend my money now so that I have as much as possible remaining to purchase the votes of the council if needed. To bribe. We can use the word bribe. A city guard is found dead in Hogford while in possession of a book called The Dark Light of the Ninth Daughter, allegedly killed by a group of truth keepers. That sounds like an important book. I would like to know of this book, please. It is known they think the book is heretical, but they claim the guard was already dead when they found him. Bruh, he was already dead when I found him. No, this is blood from my hog. Ridiculous. Do we punish the truth keepers' fanatics? Aye, knock those mothers out. Ah, oh, damn it. All right, fine. The will of the council is to not punish the truth keepers. It is not worth swinging votes here, as it were. I do love swinging a good vote. Ugh. I must... The foreign assassinary dignitaries. Yes, of course, the crosshair. We shall see you momentarily. This shall turn our influence around, but provide us a bit more play space to raise the other resources of the kingdom. Despite the outrage of the City Watch, we grant clemency to the Truth Keepers. Exactly, Gillard Good. We're thinking ahead. Trying to be as opulent as we can. They're generous. Their conduct has been questionable, but they haven't killed anyone so far. Okay, well, that's probably not true, but that's all right. People will be careful about which books they are caught reading. Frightened by the Truth Keepers' propensity for violent censorship, people begin selecting their reading very carefully. Ah, exactly, Pukajutsu. Vigilante is such a dirty word. I prefer outsourced security. You know? Oh, good. Perfect. We have much space remaining to raise the other resources of the kingdom. Oh, a Crimson War. Perfect. We can finish, I believe, now this Crimson War storyline. We may finish the story today, my friends. It is possible you shall see the end of the reign of the Scottimiuses of Ankist. We shall see. During an early phase of the war, the Ankali burnt Clammy Pier, a village in Torque, forcing its inhabitants to flee. I do not try to judge books by their covers, although, as it has been granted to me before, how else are you to judge books? By their contents? One is not allowed to simply loiter in bookstores reading the contents of a book before purchasing. One must do some judging by covers. At any rate. It is terrible, Pukajutsu, yes. Although I will say, if your town was named Clammy Pier, perhaps it was worth moving somewhere else. The refugees crossed the Ermac River to reach the neighboring mark of Dualak, but the locals claim they already have too many problems of their own to take care of them. Hey, remember the people of Gander, Newfoundland. When there were people that had to be flown to them on a great day of great tragedy, they were accepted, they were welcomed with open arms. Damn it, Dualak, I know you're a porcupine, but don't be so damn prickly. Do we allow Torcan War refugees to settle in Dualak? Of course we do! Why would we not? And you better get on board. Oh, Dualak, shut your damn face. Get on board with this. Get on board or the sexting stops. Despite the protests of the Dualakians, we allow the Torcan refugees to build a new settlements on the banks of the Ermac. They do their best to sustain themselves, but they'll likely depend on the help of the Dualakians for quite some time. This is fine! Help thy neighbor. Oh, clammy beggars. Ugh. Ugh, they're so moist. Fine. Whatever, a negative morale, and it's fine. I don't... Whoa, we must raise welfare slightly further. This is alright. This is alright. Things are going alright. We have some space. We have some space. Okay. Welcome back, the Crosshair. We allowed Torquian refugees to settle near or in the province of Dualak, much to the chagrin of the Dualakians, but much to the welfare overall of the people of our kingdom. This is good. Let us see if we can raise morale just a little. It is a dogmatic truth that the spirits of the dead will haunt the living if we burn their bodies. But as fear of the Hollow Maidens does not wane, people start to burn their dead, afraid they may come back to torment them. I understand it is a difficult place to be. We do not understand the threat of the Hollow Maidens yet. I wish the damn people working in the sciences would do something about it. The cult wants us to forbid this blasphemy. Your cult is what got us into this in the first place. Do we allow the incineration of the dead, even if it's against our beliefs? Change is good. Oh, yeah, actually we are, Crosshair. Yes, that's specifically what we're voting on. Tell me thy pleasure, Crosshair, when it comes to ghosts v zombies. I'd like to know. Burn the bodies. Perhaps save a zombie, but perhaps gain a ghost. Do not burn the bodies. Let them be buried. Their ghosts will be silent, but their bodies may return as horrible zombies. Oh, they can visit your spot twice. We must raise the morale of the people. If we allow the incineration of the dead, this may create some ghostly hauntings. However, as I see it, ghosts are cool house guests. They don't leave hair on your bathroom sink. They can't drink your beer. And they don't take up any space on the couch. They're immaterial. Yes, we shall allow it. I need the morale of my people to be... Exactly, Bukujutsu. The cult disapproves vehemently, and the Prior Mother states she believes our customs are becoming barbaric. Very good, Weirdness. Yes, we must recruit the ghosts for spying. Oh, anti-ghost hex bags. Perfect, Crosshair. Yes, see? Outside the box thinking. Very important. Oh, ever since we began allowing the dead to be burned, the incidence of disease has decreased. You're welcome. Good. Good. Now, wealth and welfare. This will be difficult, but we shall do what we can. Okay. Let us think on this before we do anything. This will be very difficult, I think. So I may not be able to get all of the resources in the upper part of the track, given there are so few dilemmas remaining. We shall try. I'd like for for Children of the Night to be resolved. And I need to at least buy myself a little breathing room, perhaps. This one is not good. Yes. I'm trying to think of how I can maintain the balance of the kingdom while still being opulent. Viewing the Hollow Maidens as the antithesis of the Mother, the Prior Mother asked the Council to combine the forces of the cult with the army to fight the unholy menace. Well, okay. I think the Steam Giant would probably do a pretty good job against these Hollow Maidens. You know, just smush them. The High Commander agrees, but the two sides are arguing over priorities. The cult wants to protect the people, while the only aim of the army is to defeat the enemy. As, I believe, as the army's priority should go. They should also try to protect the people, no? Ooh. Do we assign leadership of the cult-army alliance to the cult? The cult of the Mother has not been good to us in House Kron. Damn. The Council's will is very strong. Voting to assign leadership of this alliance to the cult will improve the welfare of my people. which will bring me more in line with my opulent nature. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want the cult leading this group. They may not pursue the enemy as single-mindedly as I think we might need to. On the other side, do I wish to spend 4 power or a bunch of gold? Well, if I spend 8 gold, I could flip a vote, and then it would only be 3 power. But do I want to improve? No, we are starting to reach the end of our tenure as it is. We must try to have as much opulence as possible. Yes. Do this. The Prior Mother appoints Una, a fighter priestess from the Circle of the Blessed. Yes, this is correct, Gillard Good. I must be careful. The council requires firm leadership, and sometimes leadership means sitting back and letting other people make a decision. She will be in charge of the Silver Mallet, the new task force dedicated to fight the monstrous and unnatural enemies. The Silver Mallet will prioritize the well-being of the people over defeat of the enemy. So, positive welfare in the future. This is good. This is very good. The monstrous Hollow Maidens continue to plague the night in Libra, but now we feel a bit more protected from their attacks. The commanders of the Silver Mallet devised a new training regimen. Soldiers and priestesses prepare to fight them together. Yes, exactly, Pukajutsu. The firmness of one's buttocks and thighs almost perfectly correlates to the firmness of one leadership. Oh, an Iron Maiden. Delicious. While it costs many lives to fight even one of these fiends, one night, the Silver Mallet manages to overpower and capture a Hollow Maiden for the first time. This is very good news. The creature is difficult to approach and rabidly hisses at our brave fighters while they put it on a fire. Only fire can put an end to it. We need to find Celestina. She is very bad news. Excellent. Okay, we're near the end of our track. We're not quite there yet. Oh! This could be perfect. This could be perfect. Oh, perfect. If we are to we could raise wealth, possibly end the reign of the king, and end it opulently. This could be very good. Will the Emperor be developing powered armor suits for the army? Powered armor suits? Yes, Osab, anything is possible after the creation of the Farscope and the Steam Giant. It's very possible. Laprom! J. Laprom. Oh, this is very exciting indeed. An entrepreneur named Laprom has decided to embark on a daring endeavor, traveling through all the known lands. Badass, Laprom. Get it. The king has already decided to support his cause, but Laprom will need a large, expensive workforce. Damn it. I thought by supporting this I would be getting money, not spending money. Ooh! Ooh! As a cheap alternative, we could forcibly enlist prisoners, many of whom have experience as sailors. Oh! Do we force prisoners to join Laprom's journey? Oh, Laprom, watch your back at night, buddy. This is gonna hurt. Oh, buddy, yes we do. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Thank you very much, the Crosshair. The man that set out in 2013 to visit every country in the world without flying just returned home successfully. Bukajutsu, so exciting. That is excellent news, and I'm thrilled to hear it. I hope he is safe and has not garnered too many diseases on his trek. I think the people of Bloodin need to get on board. We shall keep some of our power. Conscripting criminals makes it more economically viable, but it does not come without risks. This is the hope, Gillard Good. This is the hope. Although this may be the end of my reign anyway, we shall see. While many will view it as socially uplifting, some were imprisoned for mutiny in the first place. We conscripted many criminals for Laprom's expedition. Few are surprised when one of his ships mutinies, giving itself to piracy and disrupting some of our most profitable trading routes. Now we have to deal with pirates. Those bastards. Oh, this is... Oh, actually, that's double. That's fine. The king lives. Long live the king. Damn. No, this is perfect. I need only raise one more of my resources, and I shall go off the end of the track, remain opulent, and I shall have the best of both worlds. Another that costs money. Very good. 3 power. Okay. We wish to go off the top of the track. Ideally, I shall raise both. Oh man, this is going to be difficult, I think. I do not have much. They pay me well to put things in other things. Ah, yes, the doctor surgeon. He had a theoretical degree in physics. He was paid to insert a strange sample into a beam, and much chaos erupted, much as he liked it. If I were to pick a dilemma with 2 resources at stake, no, we must simply pick one that has 1 resource at stake. We will raise that resource. It will end the reign. We shall be opulent. A temple for the body. Perfect. Tell me of this temple for my body. Isadora locked her most precious discoveries behind complex ciphers. Indeed, Gillardgood, yes. This is what I hope. I hope it shall not be difficult for me to choose the correct option. Some say she worried about superstition, but she may have feared something else. Goffid, our best cryptologist, has studied a scroll with information about an impending menace. Yes, tell me more. He is old and sickly and has been taken to the great hospital. Okay. Cracking the code will be extremely difficult. Do we order Goffid to keep working on Isidora's ciphers? I work until my dying day, Goffid. Why aren't you? I am sorry, Goffid. We shall work you to the bone. We shall give you injections of electrolytes to keep you on your feet. Pfft, he's faking it. Get him! With his careful coordination, the research required to crack Isidora's code is crowned by success. Ah, a mundane historical chronicle comparing the demise of the Sabian League and the Salon Union. A few hours after completing it, he dies. He would have died anyway. He was old. This is fine. His sacrifice and service will not be forgotten. This is, of course, from the writings of Isidora. I found that some events repeat throughout history, not because of human nature, but due to the will of a force called the Black Dawn. This name and the symbol associated with it recur many times in chronicles from different ages and regions. Take the Sabian League. It faltered at the apex of its power after a sudden economic crisis. The League's power relied on its famous treasure, a large reserve of gold. Ruh-roh. Hey, that's like ours. It would appear that we are reaching the eclipse. The king has abdicated. Too much power. Excellent, baby. Oh, look at all of this delicious, delicious prestige and crave. All right. We're venturing towards the inevitable conclusion. I would like... Shall we be opulent or greedy? I would like more crave, but I would like to at least complete one of the possible tracks here. It would appear to me that the majority of the preparations required slightly more prestige than crave. One must hoard. It is the 11th hour, the crosshair. You're correct. My son. I was the one who spent money to show strength and wealth in the eyes of others. You must hoard. For we are reaching the end of times, my son. X, gon' give it to ya. It being this scepter. Take it and do good. Let us look. 20 gold. Mwah! Delicious. 9 prestige, 7 crave. Well, now we have to take as many preparations as we can. Especially those that will be quick. Ooh, I do like wine and diplomacy. That sounds awesome. It will take 2 reigns to complete. Oh, we should be careful, weirdness. Washing away all tears. Sometimes tears are good. Ah, the north wall. Yes, this is a good idea, I believe. Ah, it shall take 3 reigns to complete. Ah, perhaps that is not so bad. Build a ditch. Sweet. Excellent. All right. Let us think of our math here. Oh. The tears of the Empire. It is correct, Gilladgood. Something to start now so that there will be no hope in the future. Oh, interesting. Aha! Preparations unlock final dilemmas. This I have not seen. I did not realize this before. So, we must then take anything that will unlock a final dilemma. Wine and diplomacy. I look. Adding a vulture's legion, perhaps? Speculations. Building a ditch. Supplying medics. Okay. I do like wine and diplomacy. This we shall take. And it will reward me with some gold. And I am greedy. Oh, please. Thank you. Okay. Now, I have 5 and 5 remaining. Enough to fund a renovation to the plaza. It's too much, too much. I have the ability to potentially get more crave here. Oh, I could add maculations and add a vulture's legion. That would be 4 and 4. Perfect. This is what we shall do. Greedy, perhaps. But perhaps that is simply my way. Now we have many different preparations in progress. Excellent. Excellent indeed. Still need to recruit into the army people of Natar, but I'm not sure I can. This is fine. Excellent. Gold for resources in the lower half. Crave if there is more in the lower half. In the meantime, however... Ooh, we have much gold! We have so much gold! Let us spend the gold now on Eyes to the Sky. Let us see what it does for me. Preparation H. Perfect. Well, I mean, Osab makes an excellent point. Ooh. As Minister of Philosophizing, Osab, I trust that you understand what it is that I am thinking. Is greed simply just knowing how much you are worth? Thanks to the Farscope, the Royal Astronomer has made a disturbing discovery. Ruh-roh! Oh, the constellation of the Mother has a very dim 9th star. The Mother famously had 8 children. This is not good. The 9th daughter is just a spooky story to scare children for all but a few heretics. Should we restrict the use of the Farscope? I do like the idea of children having access to them, so they can spy upon their parents making sweet love. Yeah, it is what it is. I think we should not. Knowledge may increase. The cult is already on the decline, and we shall have space to decrease other resources in the future. Yes, this is what we must do. The Farscope has proven useful in many ways, and it is helping to transform our society for the better. The long-dormant heretic theory of the evil ninth daughter, which many had dismissed as a superstition, until now. Ever since the knowledge of the dim ninth star of the Mother's constellation, many believe the cult has been hiding the proof of the existence of the ninth daughter for centuries. Trust me, I don't think the cult's hiding anything other than your donations. Oh, knowledge went way the hell up. Oh, we must be very careful. We must bring something down immediately. This is potentially devastating. Oh, good lord. All right. All right, what can we bring down immediately? Okay, we must return to the temple for my body. The body. Oh, a bit dubious. It uses the light of the sun to heal the body. The lights of flesh. Huh. Crosshair, it seems interesting. I have certain parts of my flesh that require healing. Perhaps I will focus the sun upon them. Provide one to my private chambers, and make sure nobody's watching. Oh dear, Pukajutsu, this is terrible news. It shall cause debate for many decades, and cause many confused school children. I say blow it up. Send the nuclear weapons towards Pluto immediately. Thank you. Many believe we should fund the Scholars' Great Hospital in Ferris with public money, so it can take care of those who cannot afford its cures. Do we fund it? Hell yeah. What? Of course we do. Why would we not? Oh, because the money could better be used elsewhere. I see. If we do not, our welfare will decrease. No. We must. Yes. Fun, of course. This is a no-brainer. The cost to the Royal Treasury is high, but our newly trained physicians are going to heal all the people that they... Yeah, of course. Perfect. Even the poorest of our country are admitted to the Great Hospital free of charge. Perfect. Seems like a no-brainer. Okay, Crosshair. We shall try it out. You say it heals the flesh? I shall take a look. Let us continue this temple for the body, shall we? And actually, let us also bring down knowledge at some point. The temple for the body. Our guards captured a man who escaped from the hospital. Ooh, after fighting with his medics and hurting a physician. Is he suffering, perhaps? He was held there against his will, but the medics say he's mad, and they were just trying to cure him of his folly. Do we trust this hospital? I believe we do. Interesting. This is very interesting. Do we order our guards to release the escaped Great Hospital patient? While I do believe people should have the opportunity to receive and seek help, if they do not want it, they should be able to consent to its removal. We shall try to raise our wealth at some point to keep the balance in order. He spends a few days wandering the streets and babbling about the terrible experiments the physicians performed upon him. Ah, perfect, Captain Splooey. Welcome back to the Emperor's Dilemma. It is wonderful to see you here. No children have yet been sacrificed in war in my generation. However, I am greedy. Perhaps I will be forced to sacrifice them to some sort of war game for my entertainment. Bouncing asses. Ah, excellent, the Crosshair, please. Yes, and if there is a thinner paperback copy, a zine, if you will, provide those too. Actually, the Crosshair, there is an architectural digest that I require. It is all about top floors, penthouse. If you could provide that, that would be good. Thank you. We let a madman spread sinister rumors about the allegedly dreadful medical experiments performed there. Some believe his words and refuse to be healed. Well, that's your problem, man. Oof. Okay. Ah, perfect. Good. Welfare must decrease slightly. Knowledge must decrease. But wealth and influence could increase. We have the space for it. Oh shit. A group of the Sisters of the Unending. Let's kick some zombie ass. Right, Captain Splooey? As kicker of asses, I know that you must have your torch at the ready for the burning of the Sisters of the Unending. They've occupied a small village near the Nyoref forest, taking the population hostage. Ruh-roh. They will exterminate all of the villagers unless we surrender the Wonders of Concord, a book from the Royal Library regarding the ancient Concord Monastery. We do not negotiate with terrorists. The Silver Mallet wants to free the village by force. Do we allow an attack on the Sisters of the Unending no matter the risk? Perfect. Captain Sploo, you are just in time. I am about to sacrifice children for my own ego. Yes, we do. Do we allow an attack on the Sisters of the Unending no matter the risks? Yes. And the question is, do we pay to keep some of our power? Yes, we do. Perfect. We authorize the Silver Mallet to attack. They lay siege to the village and crush the heretics, but they can't prevent them from killing all the villagers. Damn it! Not even one? Oh, man. Our scholars discovered the monasteries of Lorraine and Concord both hide ancient, unsettling inscriptions. The other monasteries of the realm are now being studied to investigate further. Very good. Okay. See? We have all the resources in the part of the track where we enjoy them. Ah, the nerdy filmmaker. My minister for media. Welcome to the Emperor's Dilemma. It's wonderful to have you. I have managed to accomplish, me, Emperor Scottimius, 11th of my name, I have managed to accomplish much, for my people. However, there are some things I simply cannot accomplish. Getting my hair to stay just so. Getting this scepter of invisibility to stop being so damn invisible. We do what we can. I hope you enjoyed, did you stream briefly, The Nerdy Filmmaker? I hope it was enjoyable in the extreme. I think it's time we raise our wealth somehow. Ah, excellent. I have heard that the advisor known as Isaac does enjoy being bound, or perhaps unbound as the case may be. I am very happy indeed, to hear that he has been bound or unbound as necessary. Now, what I need do here? Eyes to the sky. No, I want to continue. Aha, the Silver Mallet. Perfect. We must bring this to an end. I need to destroy these zombos. Oh my god. Fighting beside the Silver Mallet has persuaded many priestesses that the favor of the Mother requires not only intellectual devotion, but also physical perfection. We need to take care of those overly educated. Well, it sounds like some of the priestesses are about to abandon their books in favor of their guns. You catch my drift. I hope you do. Their biceps. Their muscles. Many monasteries begin training their acolytes with physical exercises at the expense of sacred texts. Take that, cult of the Mother. Do we stop the monasteries from adopting the Silver Mallet's exercises? No. Excellent. Oh, I have not enough gold to affect them. However, this may take us right to the edge anyway. Kung Fu exactly, Gilladgood. This sounds win-win to me. Many monasteries emulate the Silver Mallet's drilling exercises, training the bodies of the priestesses, and even teaching them how to fight. All right, the Nerdy Filmmaker, I shall project for you. It's not necessary. As a consequence, the study of the sacred text is unfortunately neglected. Over time, monasteries seeking the Mother's favor through physical exercise unite in a new monastic order, the Order of the Thorny Chalice. Oh, baby. This is what we like to hear. I must lower knowledge even further. Just a little bit more, please. Can I lower knowledge further? Not at the moment, unfortunately. We must try to keep things in some balance, perhaps by raising our wealth? Perhaps? The famous cartographer Signar is seeking funds for a costly expedition to find the Salan Union, a mythical civilization of half-gods who left marvelous ruins all over Lywick. We know now the Salan Union was also undone by this strange black sun, I can't remember. He claims they might still live on a remote island, and he's sure we can find it thanks to the Farscope. Or our treasurer thinks our money would be better spent elsewhere. Well, the royal treasurer always thinks this. Ooh. Interesting. I cannot choose nay, I must choose I. I have gotten into a terrible position now where I have not enough money to affect the will of the council. Shoot. That's what it is. After long and expensive preparations, a huge fleet prepares to depart from Solad to probe beyond the western horizon. But the ocean is mysterious, home to dangers and opportunities. So it is still mostly uncharted, the ocean, that is, to the west. The people of Solad, who have often lost themselves gazing into the blue vastness, gather in the city of Roin to cheer the fleet as it leaves the harbor. As the swift, high-draft ships peacefully lurch into the deep waters of the bay, a huge crowd gathers upon the cliffs to salute the intrepid seafarers until they vanish into the west. Ah! A new story is beginning. There is much still to do. Whoop! Darn. Well, it is what it is. We live and we learn, and my greed did bring me some gold. It is too bad, certainly. We have achieved some gold. This is not bad, no bad thing. And perhaps my son can once again be opulent. No, I suppose he cannot. Yes. Interesting. An opportunist for crave, or a moderate for potential both. It would still give me more crave, but we are already mostly in the middle. And I would gain crave and prestige if I were to have both. My son. My greed undid me before my time. We sent expeditions to the west. We crushed villages and lost people. You must moderate yourself, my son. You, Scottimius, 12th of your name. Whoa! Oh, he was so greedy! Look how greedy he was. That's a lot of gold. Woo! Excellent. Oh, we could assemble a firefighter squad. Sounds pretty good. Unfortunately, I do not have the prestige or crave to continue. We hope to find some now. Ooh, excellent. Everything is good. Can I just abdicate to prestige 5 crave? Thank you. I don't like divine oblivion. There's sail away. This is to do with Farscopes. Let's start with the Farscopes. Welcome back again, the Crosshair. The High Commander believes we should give an expensive Farscope to each battalion to increase their effectiveness. Correct, Gillard Good. I have much gold. I could use it to unveil their secret desires. Create alliances, even, if I wanted. $8 gold per council member that I wish to change the opinion of, or 12 in some cases. This would mean that I have essentially 4 bribes at the ready before I require power to overcome the will of the council. I think we can save our money for now to increase our... you would like to spy upon our neighboring nation's assets? Of course, the Crosshair. Far to the east, the rolling mounds. They are lush, golden. and I believe a far scope would do you much good, so you could peek upon them. Certainly. We will find ways of making wealth. There is much gold returning from the south. I'm sure we can do something. Well, this is good. Scouting supremacy. Perfect. Our battalions are much more mobile thanks to their ability to perform reconnaissance and scout at a distance. Whoa! Ooh. Yeah, I really must increase my wealth now. Ooh. Oh dear. Alright, I do not remember what the divine recall is, but let us find out. If the divine... Ah, yes, this is the divine recall is the strange device created by Isadora that points towards something, but always in the same direction. What is it? If it really points towards the mother, we should build one in the council room, made entirely from red iron. Okay, chill out. Our people would be relieved by the thought that the council will always know in which direction they need to point their prayers to solve their dilemmas. One may as well build a large sign that saith, "The mother is looking down on you," or, you know, "I want you to join the army," or something. Please, do we build a device that points in the same direction? No. Absolutely not. And I shall purchase the votes of Alwed to make this happen. Boomeria. Oh. They did partake in much wine, and their annoying loud merriment has ceased. Well, it is what it is, the crosshair. Have you tried the peacocks? They have a taste for flesh now. I'm not sure why exactly. We don't need to spend such a large amount of money when the mother is always in our hearts. Ooh. Good. Good. Let us increase the wealth of the nation. How can I do this? Ooh. Now, let us see what this trade of Holy Mist has for us. The trade of the Holy Mist is booming, making the fortunes of many merchants, but the abuse of the substance is having unhealthy addictive effects. Not good. Do we ban the private selling and consumption of Holy Mist? I don't think so. I don't think we do. It will be very expensive to corrupt the council now. So instead, I simply say, nay. The House of Twerking Twark and I have the same, Gilladgood is correct. We have a hospital. They can, if the poor are hungry or starving, they must go there. Are there no workhouse? Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses? I'm gonna burn through my oh shoot, I think we're about to go off the end. It would have, both were decreasing. Sometimes one moderate legacy comes to a close very quickly. The one thing I could not moderate was my length of time, my stamina. Many of the poor become addicted to Holy Mist. Oh god, they lose their teeth, cough up blood, and die. Brutal. Ever since we decreed it can be freely traded, our kingdom attracted more merchants. Cool. I'm sorry for all the death. This is bad. Crunch. Brutal. Well, I did not know this was going to happen, did I? Ay. Well, king's dethroned. Oh! If a reign lasts for 3 dilemmas or less, you won't be getting any rewards. You will also keep the same moral alignment. Well, then I will say this. The reign of Scottimius, 11th of his name, has not concluded. The king may be dethroned, but I am not. I shall moderately pursue extreme actions. Oh, we have so much money. I mean, it's just filthy. Just absolutely filthy. All right, well now I can do something cool. Can I make an... Oh god, I can't make an alliance with anyone. Ugh. Could I remove someone from the council, perhaps? Ooh, interesting. I can no longer reveal the narrative goal of Olwen. Very interesting. Exactly the crosshair. We have so much money. This is very good. Very good news. Who is on council? Dualak, Torque, Solad, Bloodin, and Allwed. Currently Allwed, they want to foster society in the kingdom. But bringing others on board is no better, honestly. Excellent. So we shall maybe try to form an alliance, perhaps with Solad, if we can. I could reveal their goal and see if I could help them with it. It is too late for goals. It is far too late for this. Whoa. Whoa. All of the resources are black. Therefore, we gain much crave if they are all in the center. This is excellent. But we must keep the king alive for at least 4 turns, 4 dilemmas. All right. It's time. We must resolve this silver mallet business. Our scouts followed a hollow maiden to her lair. And most of the hollow maidens leave to hunt. They hunt now? The silver mallet attacks. After a gruesome battle and the sacrifice of many, Celestina is captured with many sisters of the Unending and a little girl who looks just like her, probably her daughter. Or is it? The mallet wants to execute them all, but the first judge says the little girl should be spared. Uh-oh. Do we spare the girl? This is interesting. Presumably Celestina's daughter is either the 9th or a clone. What is the word clone? This strange word arrived in my mind. It may be her same essence poured into her. Very interesting. Very interesting. A single vote, a single bribe could sway this my way towards I. Burn them all! We do not know anything. It is... I tend to agree with Gilladgood and the Crosshair. The daughter, while person and not a sister of the Unending, is probably heretical. And therefore I must vote nay. We cannot spare. We cannot spare the girl. Celestina, her daughter, and the Sisters of the Unending are all executed on the spot, their heads smashed with a mallet. The attack is successful, and the Hollow Maidens terrorizing Libra falter and oh, shoot. Oh, dear, the Crosshair. Well, they've been, oh, boy. Oh, jeez. Okay. But the Hollow Maidens are gone. Destroyed. This is good news. This is very good. A victory for the moderates who smashed in some heads. Look, I know it seems silly and perhaps untrue, but anyway, everyone is buried with a mixture of earth and salt, so nothing can grow from their corrupted bodies. The Prior Mother is sure that Caritas, the Saint Daughter of Justice, will judge them for their misdeeds. A giant statue is built in the main square of Libra, an armored fighting priestess raising her arms to the sky, with the chalice of the cult in one hand, thorny chalice, and the sword of the army in the other. Uncompromising devotion, and Silver Mallet's continuing mission to fight the final remnants of the Sisters of the Unending. Perfect. Perfect. Ooh, and we gained 10 order? I think this is order and chaos. I am not yet sure. This is fine. This is fine. As a moderate, I can have some degree of up and down, as it were. A victory for the light. It is what it is, Gilladgood. I am not the one to make logic. I simply comment upon it. I agree. I have a feeling that the sculptor, talented artist as she is, did not know that a mallet was not some kind of sword. She heard soldier and thought, oh, I bet I know what that means. Ooh. Large black rock seems to attract nearby divine recall devices. The holy attendant thinks the mother lies buried beneath the rock and proposes we construct a temple around it. sake. We know nothing of this. Who are you? This bold project will be very risky and expensive. Wait, you can't just build temples around any rock. You can't just go claiming supreme executive authority just because some watery tart threw a sword at you. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ugh. Oh my god. I don't want a damned temple near the Black Rock. I don't care if my morale is decreasing. I will find a way of doing it. Your great obelisk grandfather. Ah yes, obelisk. My great times 10 grandfather. This is just disgusting. I don't like this at all. Oh no, and House Duolock. They are mad. They are angry. I don't wish to authorize the construction of a temple, so I will not. It is logical, Gilladgood, but sometimes the Emperor does not run on mere logic alone. He sometimes runs on a collection of electrolytes in liquid. Gatorade, made from real gators. There's no conclusive proof the mother didn't physically ascend into the sky. We're not wasting money and labor on this garbage. Plus, I'm still well within my bounds. God! Temples. Oh, shit. Steam Giant. Hang on. Alright, we go back to the victory for the light. Sister Tylea, a scholar priestess from Fleur, found striking similarities between Celestina's customs and some obscure chronicles in the library about the early years of the mother's presence. Ruh-roh! Sounds like Sister Tylea is about to be killed for blasphemy. She wants to go to the monastery of Lorraine to investigate further, but the prior mother and the Iron Priestesses thinks it is heresy. Do we let her go to the monastery? Well... The Iron Priestesses are cool, and I would not like to end up on their bad side. Oh, Crosshair, please. Theory me up, baby. The council wishes it to be so. You will perhaps lose influence in the eyes of the cult, but perhaps gain some knowledge. I keeps the balance. I keeps the balance. She's allowed to conduct her research in Lorraine, watched closely by the Silver Mallet. Many of its officers leave its ranks in protest. Uh-oh. That's fine. She finds there. Tylea completed a thorough study of what appears to be King Omad's own words. They speak of the mother's 3 rites of blood: creation, transfusion, and infection. It also outlines the circumstances that lead to the end of her kingdom. Spirit resides in blood, and the blood of the same family line can allow one's consciousness to move to another body. I knew it. Well, well, the Crosshair, how would we feel then if we were to have bashed in the reborn mother's head? Ooh, awkward. Hello, Mama. Ooh. Spirit resides in blood, and the blood of the same family line can allow one's consciousness to move to another body. To allow the transmission of the spirit, the blood of the mother and daughter must be mixed within the womb. Okay. I mean, hang on, isn't that how birth works? The blood of the mother and the daughter are mixed in the womb? Oh, the ritual. Oh, I see. Oh, literally, like physically mixed, I understand. The ritual requires a long yet thin needle, which ought to pierce the abdomen of the pregnant mother right where the placenta is. Ugh. I can neither confirm nor deny how the Scottimiuses work their magic, Gilladgood. I do not know of what you speak. Oh, jeez. Okay, it's getting a little dicey here. We must continue to bring down the balance of the kingdom to remain in moderation. All things in moderation. I shall not speak of it in public. Alright. I must raise the morale of my kingdom. I must. And perhaps we shall do so by spreading some sweet-ass mushroom mist upon the city. Come along, the Royal Laboratory. Give me some sweet-ass drugs. A communal holy mist prayer leads some priestesses to indecent behavior in public. Oh. Oh. Do we punish the priestesses guilty of indecent behavior? No. Why would we do that? I love indecent behavior. More indecency. Get freaky. You know, do what you need to do. Oh, jeez. Okay, thank you, the crosshair. Ah, the indecent priestess. Naked kung fu monks. To House Allwed and House Solad, I say, sign me the hell up. A lack of punishment is an implicit approval. People wholeheartedly embrace the libertine approach to faith, raising spirits and gratifying bodies. We condone the liberal use of the holy mist during ceremonies. In time, the festivity of Air, the saint daughter of love, became a recurrent holy bacchanal. My friends, I, the moderate Emperor Scottimius XI, have succeeded at my house's secret goal. Bacchanals for all! Hooray. This is excellent work. Excellent! Oh, this is very good news. I would like to decrease knowledge slightly. We shall see if I am able to. Oh, shoot. I may be the 12th. I definitely attended a couple of those bacchanals, Gilligud. I am not sure. Oh, boy. The Iron Swan, a royal heavy cruiser pushed away from shore by a storm, has discovered an island full of plants called Never Tires, whose leaves eliminate the need for sleep when ingested. What kind of people would not need to sleep? Bacchanals! Bacchanalians! The locals refuse to sell them. They're sacred and dangerous. They offer us other goods and will gladly share of their culture. Do we order the forceful taking? On the one hand, I do not condone the violent taking of goods from other peoples. On the other hand, party all night? Party all day? No, nobody wants me to... Oh, no, I must! No, I do not want... I don't want knowledge to increase. We shall pay to flip the script. And we shall keep ourselves safe for one more turn. Perfect. Already. Perfect. A military unit on a small silent ship raids the island by night. The consumption of Nevertire leaves makes for a more productive people, but those who consume too many do not survive long. Ooh. Yikes! Live fast, die young! That's the Emperor Scottimius' motto. Oh, am I out? No, I'm not out! Oh! The kingdom is in great turmoil. People are using the Nevertire leaves to keep themselves awake, plotting against the king. We must be careful. We must reduce something to keep ourselves in balance just that little bit longer. I must reduce the knowledge from the steam giant. I'm so sorry. Oh no, priestess has gone wild. Ah, shoot. The crosshair, I shall have to inspect them for heresy. Make sure they're in my private chambers. And bring me another one of those dildos. I've enjoyed them. Krallis, a scholar gone mad after the death of his wife, has been caught plugging vapor motors into human corpses to bring them back to life. Fuck no, buddy. Fuck no. Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? Do we execute Krallis, the mad scholar, for his reanimation experiment? Yes. Yes, I need not even think about this. We can't let this horror goes on. Since Krallis was trying to revive his dead wife, well, he can join her in death. Dude, what the shit? Death is an end. It is part of life. Even scholars have to agree, he was definitely out of his mind, even if they find his execution a little heartless. This is fine. The moderate nature of the world continues. This is fine. Fine news. Oh, thank goodness. All right. Morale and welfare are things that can afford to fluctuate a little bit. I know, weirdness. Far too many people wish to have their loved ones reanimated. Thank you, the Crosshair. I shall authorize a cleaning crew be sent to you. From the west, we receive news that after months spent wandering the Sea Ocean, our fleet has discovered a large shipwreck graveyard. In other words, many shipwrecks. On the brink of insanity due to their lengthy journey, they want to abandon their search and recover the sunken treasures. On the brink of insanity? That sounds terrible. Do we order them to keep exploring? They're on the brink of insanity! Are you fucking kidding me? No way. I suppose it may bring back additional treasures, but we can send more crews in the future? Why would I want... This is actually going to... I think this is going to be perfect. Our sailors abandon Signar's mad search for the lost island of the Ceylon Union, and the fleet begins the retrieval operations. Now, I understand perhaps finding the Ceylon Union would have been useful in the coming, apocalypse. But perhaps these unexpected treasures may repay the costs of this expedition. Our sailors are amazed by the number of vessels involved. Only the fabled Ceylon Union could have been capable of launching such a gigantic fleet. The retrieval operations are complicated. Sailors jump into the water, anchor relics with ropes. All the ships apparently belonged to the same faction, yet they were sunk while battling each other. Interesting. Oh dear. It would appear morale is so high that the king has abdicated. Oh dearie me. Looks like being moderate paid off. 4 prestige. 5 crave. Hit me up. Oh, baby, that's good. Excellent. All right. She'll be opulent. Our moderation has allowed us now, as I pass this to... Bugajutsu is of course correct. Being a moderate never works. One must be extreme in life and seek extreme pleasures. Yeesh. I pass this torch, the scepter, along to my son, Emperor Scottimius, Friday the 13th. He shall be the last opulent of our line and bring great prestige to our people. Holy shit, how much money do I have? Oh my goodness, that's a lot. We're spending all of this right now. So much. Okay. Will there be 3 more? I think we can start this reinforcing the wall with iron. It may not arrive in time, but we have to try. We have to try. Must we complete all of the preparations, I wonder? No, we will not have time to No. Unlocking the majority of these final dilemmas will perhaps give us more choices in the future. Let me see. What do I want, then? What do I want? What would I do? Renovate the castle? No. Build a ditch? The question is, will I be within or without? This is the question. Build a water tank system. So the firefighter squad and the water tank system go hand in hand. Use it to put out some fires. Could also add a team of silver mallets to every platoon. Platoon, yes. Please. Badass. I think we shall build the water tank system. We shall try to assemble a firefighter squad as soon as we can. Oh, hang up right now, Ponti's Pizza. You do not get free advertising upon the dime of the Emperor. Oh, that's all right. Thank you, the Crosshair. Good. Make sure he's been dealt with fully and completely. Excellent. I have much wealth, and I can use it well. I would like to reveal a narrative goal. I know not why, but I would like to know. Find a new perspective over reality. Oh. Well, House Solad, I'm not sure how you plan to accomplish it. Perhaps we will not be able to. But we shall see what we can do for you. After spending months studying the uncanny designs of these Salon ships, they make a sensational discovery. Their triangular sails allow the ancient vessels to sail against the wind. Oh, this is a game changer. Do we keep the Salon ship design a military secret? Crosshair, supply them with as many mind-altering devices and drugs as we have available. It's going to be a big order. Interesting. Very interesting. Do we wish to increase wealth and welfare? I think so. Do we wish to keep the Salon ship design a military secret? No, I suppose it might enable our enemies. But how many enemies do we have left? We've defeated the Ankali, we defeated Muir. I don't believe there are many other kingdoms that would wish to destroy us. I don't wish to keep it a military secret. Exactly. Oh, I'm sorry, House Duoloc. You shall not be happy about this. We share the revolutionary sail design with everyone. Oh, Tick-Torque. The crews of the Salon ship have finally coiffed hair. Those bastards. I wish the House Torque would share their great hair-keeping secrets and stop hoarding them all to themselves. We desire pomade for the people! Our merchant fleet is now able to trade over greater distances, opening up new trade routes. Even the poor benefit from more agile fishing boats. Everyone's happy. Why would the military need this all alone? Please. The wealth of our nation increases. Excellent. Now I must decrease something, perhaps influence or not. Or we just bring morale way up. Oh, we will gain no rewards, however. Must be very careful about this. Very careful. Sister Madge, a priestess from the Union Monastery in Solad, claims to have found references to the ancient naval battle that we discovered. It may shed some light on the fall of the lost civilization. Do we invest into further investigation? Looks like everyone's in favor of this. Hell yeah. All right. Yes, Gilladgood, excellent. We must use this wealth in some way. Our scholars discover new information in an ancient military treaty. The admiral of their fleet was suddenly betrayed by many of his own ship captains. Interesting. Without its ships, the power of the Salon rapidly waned, and the Union was scattered into dozens of small kingdoms. Look at this, perfect. I remember my childhood home, opulent and imperial. It has been, it has only been 2, but there are only 2 dilemmas left. Perhaps this is it, my friends. This may be the end times of the Emperor's reign. Now that they have defeated Celestina and the Hollow Maidens, the Silver Mallet's fighters have no real purpose. They insist we should assign them to the protection of the king. But the Royal Marshal believes this would diminish the prestige of our knights. Well, just because the knights have been doing something for centuries, it doesn't necessarily mean that they shouldn't also have this honor. Do we replace the king's personal guard with the Silver Mallet? It is devastating that we may end our... No! We vote aye, and then the other one we vote nay to increase our influence once again. Yes. Why is the council so excited to replace the king's personal guard with the Silver Mallet? They are happy, I suppose, the Silver Mallet. Give me many allies. This is no bad thing. The king shall be accompanied by a member of the Silver Mallet protecting his life. Striking blow to our king's reputation, or our army's reputation, but the safety of our king comes first. Many believe that the Silver Mallet can protect the king from insidious incantations. That's fine. This is fine. I shall increase influence soon. But first, perhaps an alliance. House Solad. House Dualok once held this position with my father. My father's 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 father. But for now, perhaps you shall. Let us once again raise our influence in the world. How? I'm not sure yet. Ooh, now that's a tinfoil hat theory. And trust me, Crosshair, I know something about tinfoil headpieces. The Endearing, a ship from Signar's fleet, turned to piracy and is now preying upon our trade routes. Burn them all. Burn them all. Their captain is now infamous as Arsinia the Relentless. Ally with me and thrive, baby! The High Commander says piracy should not be tolerated, but it's only a single ship. Do we send the Navy to hunt it down? Yes. Yes, we do. And I'm gonna need everyone to get on board! Get on board or the sexting stops. This might be our final... Oh, Screams of Fun. Screams of Fun. Yeah, of course. A very different, the Crosshair. Very different. House Dualok, my forefathers had an alliance with you. Trust me, these pirates, this will be my legacy. Sending the Navy to hunt down mutineers and their captain. The sailors board the ship and slaughter the pirates from first to last. Many rejoice for the end of Arsinia's reign of terror. Ever since we defeated her, everybody knows we control the sea with an iron grip. You see, our influence increases. Look at this. Look at this badassery. Oh dear. I thought we were almost there. Oh boy. Ooh, this is going to be good. This will be the Prior Mother says we should erase the name of Celestina. Now, this will be interesting, I believe. Tinfoilery perfection. Retrieving the sunken treasures is difficult and dangerous. One of our ships was already lost, and many drowned. The sailors are afraid to remain on the open ocean any longer. Do we abandon the retrieval of sunken ships? The welfare of my people is important unless it is in service of a greater good. Do we abandon the retrieval? Yes, we have already recovered much. We have learned much about the history of our people. I believe it is important that we survive as best we can. The order to leave reaches just as a huge hurricane looms on the horizon. Get the heck out of there! Oh. The sailors on our flagship discover a strange book floating on the hull, near the hull, impervious to water. The book has an image of a large branched tree on the cover. Shit. It is unnaturally sturdy, but otherwise quite mundane. It is correct, the Crosshair. I do not mind TikTok to be filled with these nip-slips, but perhaps a higher form of entertainment is required. The scholars expect it to be written in an unknown language, but it's written in our own. The Book of Choices exerts a strange fascination, and few can resist opening it. Those who read it start talking incoherently or fall into a deep slumber from which they never wake. Some say the truths contained are so disconcerting, readers lose their grip on reality. Soon locked away in a secret hall where no one will open it. I thought we would finish today, but it would appear that perhaps we will not. Oh shit. Do I have time? Do I have time? The Book of Choices seems important to me. Let us do one more dilemma, which may be very dangerous. After studying the Book of Choices for some time, a group of scholars starts questioning the principle of non-contradiction. They're arguing with anyone and challenging common sense wisdom in every field. Do we allow the Book of Choices scholars to continue meeting? Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. The Book of Choices scholars are the ones who are disrupting the world, all of the common sense. They are injecting a sense of chaos, perhaps, into academia. No bad thing. To be disrupted is no bad thing. Excellent, the crosshair. But I believe we should not allow them to continue meeting. It will end our reign opulently. Well, this is the question, the Gillid good. Do I wish for the balance to remain, well, balanced? Or do I wish for my reign to end? Knowledge is still high. I shall monitor you, the Book of Choices scholars. The critique of reason itself proves to be damaging to many practical fields of science. Fuck's sake. Over time, some of the apparently absurd theories actually prove to have merit. Oh, this is good. Very good. Cheers, Zenrobo. Cheers indeed. We are fine. We are all right. Perhaps a last dilemma? Seems to be the final one. We shall see. We shall see. The Prior Mother says we should erase the name of Celestina from all the records of the realm. Good luck with that, Prior Mother. The Rector believes even vile actions should be preserved as a lesson for future generations. We did this already. We've already done this. And we said, yea, keep the knowledge of those who have done bad things. For those who look to the past should learn from the past. Should we erase the name of Celestina? No. Should not. Future generations must need to learn from what happened in the past. Even though it won't reflect positively upon us, it will be part of our reports. All mentions of Celestina's devious acts are preserved. This is unfortunately a depressing testament to our thirst for power. The king lives. Long live the king. Are there any dilemmas remaining? Oh, shit. Oh, one more. I love these dilemmas. The famed scholar Halden, one of the most ardent students of the Book of Choices, has lost his mind. We're all trapped in this world! Death is the only exit! His ramblings are causing quite a commotion. Do we execute him? Yes, that classic, he's lost his mind. We have a publicly funded hospital. No, let's just execute him. What is your freaking problem, people? Damn it. Oh, man. I don't want to execute Halden, the student of the... I cannot see! My crown! Okay, perfect. I'm fine. Oh. Halden. Just Halden here. This is difficult. Yes, of course, the crosshair. I am not above Halden D's anythings. Perfect. Gillid good. I think I must. I do not wish to execute Halden, but we cannot allow people who have simply lost their minds to run around screaming in the council's chambers. And I can spend my power. These strange ideas were not helping society in any way. Some protest our cruel execution of a man whose only guilt was madness. Well, he could have gone to the hospital. Oh, many intellectuals are scared to explore unconventional ideas. We already have so much science in the kingdom. No bad thing. Halden D's heresies. Excellent. Look at this. Delicious. Delicious. Prestige. This is perfect. My child shall gain crave for my house. Perhaps by becoming an opportunist? Yes. I will do this to remind myself... I do not believe I can... Ah, perfect. Excellent, I can. Perfect. My son, 14th of his name, shall be an opportunist, shall take advantage of this strange book of choices, and I believe we shall actually see what will happen with this book of choices next week on the Emperor's Dilemma. As always, of course, thou shalt consultest. Yes. Thank you, Zen. The light catcheth with great glitterly goodness. You shall, of course, consult the Discord, the Book of Humps on the Discord, for all future upcoming streams. There shall be no stream here on the Tuesday of next. My brethren are not available. They are sucking down blood, trying to keep themselves fed. Thank you, Pukajutsu, please. However, tomorrow at 2 p.m., when the sun reacheth 2 in the sky, I don't know how we tell time in this kingdom, you shall join us for Avatar Legends The Mirror Scale on RPG Clinic. And I know that there shall be much discussion of the great Book of Garou, of the fifth of its name. Perhaps not on the stream, but off it, at any rate. We shall find out. Thank you all for joining me. Do not forget, while there have been many who have lost their lives in service to this kingdom, let us not forget what we have managed to accomplish. Great influence, great power, great wealth and knowledge, and most importantly of all, bacchanals for everyone!